Oh, Effie, I'm Dephemerembering the whole day, since weeks, and today is the first day I realize that we are already coming really close to the end of Dephemerember 2023. Have you noticed that? Oh, you don't want to stop Dephemerembering? Yeah, it's the same for me, but look, here's our prompt list. And today we have the prompt spaghetti box window, and it's already December 27, and tomorrow we have the last official prompt of Dephemerember 2023. I mean, we can be really happy because we have an additional video on December 31st. Thank you. I'm expecting another letter from you, Effie, for December 31st. Have you already written that? I mean, until today, nothing has arrived, but we will see. He's a little bit slow, I think. I'm so shocked today because I think today is really the first day where I realize that we only have a few prompts left on the list. And that's just so crazy. If you are in this process of creating something, I think you don't realize how fast time flies by. And that is awesome on the one hand, but really, I'm a bit afraid of that as well. No, not afraid. I'm a little bit scared about that as well. So today I made myself another Bones Coffee French toast, because all I know until now for today's prompt and what I want to do is that I have a spaghetti box here. I have absolutely no idea what a spaghetti box window shall be. I have a rough thing in my head what I want to do, and of course I want to use this spaghetti box for that. Ooh! Don't destroy it, Louise. Don't destroy it. You don't want to go to the grocery store and buy a new spaghetti box. Oh. So the plan is, and that is also something I realized relatively late, I want to make a window which is a pocket at the same time for the first page of my journal. And can you please go out of the way, Effie? I want to put that here to this page. As you can see, Effie is celebrating Christmas here, and he has a really cozy blanket wrapped around himself. This page, or it is actually the half of a page, comes from my Dephemerember 2023 junk journal pages, which you can find linked below in the description box, as well as all of the other Dephemerember printables, of course. And the colors here drive me a little bit crazy, because here's a lot of red, as you can see. I mean, it's Christmas, yeah, red. We need red on Christmas. But this package is blue. Blue and red. I mean, ooh, look, that looks a little bit weird. Perhaps we can make that work, because I want to have the colors of this box here on my page as well. I want to show like a recycled piece, and for that I want to see the box, or that it was a box, later here as well. And yeah, we have to do this today. I think in the very beginning I promised that I put pockets to this page and also to the last page here in my journal, and I haven't done it yet. And I need to take this chance today to make at least one pocket here. And I want to have my pocket in a triangle shape. And for me, it's really hard to imagine how to cut this box into a triangle. Now you might think, what the heck, that can't be so hard. But if you look closer, it is really hard, because this box has really cool quotes. Look, here it says, always perfect, a sign of love, and tomorrow is today. And of course, I want to have those. I don't know if I will use them all for this project, probably not, but I want to cut these out. I will do that really, like, you know, just cut them out so that I have them. What I was trying to say is that now my package is way smaller, of course, than it was before. And I can tell you from my experience from the German video, which I already have recorded, that it's really helpful to have a template for the pocket, and especially when you have a package where, you know, you have not so much space to cut something out, or another material, doesn't have to be a package, but then it's really helpful to have a template, especially when the pocket is like a triangle or an unusual shape. And now I want to take the sanding disc to be able to sand this down, so that I am left with a little bit of the pattern of the package, and also of course the color, but that it gets relatively matte, and I don't want to see this writing from the package so extremely. And at the same time we get this really cool denim effect. Can you see this? This nearly looks like a jeans. And if you have a package which had these folds, then I would recommend to try getting some of these folds to your pocket as well, because I think that looks really interesting in the end. So when we have this, we can search for something to make the actual window into this pocket. Oh my goodness, and I can already see that this is going to turn out completely different than in the German video. So if you want to see a variation of this, then please watch the German video as well. So I have taken this die cut because I want to have Effie in this circle later, and I want to cut that out now from here. This die cut, if you want to know that as well, comes from this set by Sizzix and Tim Holtz. The number is 665292. So here we go. Now we have this, and as you can see, it worked perfectly. Oh, wonderful. And we also have this circle here. Don't throw that away if you want to follow this here, because we are going to need this later for our card, which goes into the pocket. A circle is always nice for a window or for a pocket, isn't it? But I think we can make this even more interesting. So I have taken out this set here, also by Sizzix and Tim Holtz. The number is 662688. And I want to take this die cut here and try to make something which makes this circle more special. This is one of those sets where you can take these die cuts and place them wherever you want on your page or your paper or your card. And then it cuts out these gorgeous patterns here, but without cutting the frame. So you won't get something like this, but it will cut into your page, and then you have these gorgeous patterns. And I really love those sets. And look, this one here is a triangle, isn't it? I mean, an abstract triangle, but it is a triangle. So I thought, why don't we take this and place this over here and cut through this spaghetti box material again. And what I like about this is, for example, here you can see it the best. You still have this packaging feeling because the colors are still here, even if there are so many holes now from the pattern in this material. But I really like how this comes out, and you do it like this. The next thing I want to do is I want to take some wildflowers and I want to cut them out with this set here, also by Sizzix and Tim Holtz. The number of this set is 665221, and I think I want to choose this one and this one, and perhaps also a little more solid one. This one, let's cut them all. I can't decide. Let's cut them all, because I want to have some of those flowers with a special technique on the background. In the end, I want this piece from the spaghetti box still be noticeable as a package material. So as you can see, the background and the package, they don't have anything to do with each other yet. So that looks really weird. But instead of painting or staining this material, I want to do something to the background to make this harmonious and match each other. Of course, you could do it the other way around. If you think, okay, here's a lot of red, you could just paint this package in the color of your background and you would be done, yeah? But I want to try the other way around. And of course, you could always leave it as it is, yeah, if you like it. That's also, of course, an option. But I want to try something. And for that, I'm going to take my template here and I'm going to place this exactly there where my pocket will go later. And then I want to take my flowers here and place them on top here because I want to use those, or let's say the negative impression of those, as a stencil now. And I don't know how that is for you, but always when I think about windows in combination with junk journaling, I always immediately think about flowers around the window or other things from nature. And I'm really excited what Barbara at 49 Dragonflies is going to do today with this prompt. If she perhaps also uses botanicals or something else for her window. So if you want to see that, then please check out her video. The link to her channel is, as always, down below in the description box if you don't know her yet. And if you are new to Dephemerember, then I want to let you know that Barbara is hosting Dephemerember together with me. So each day of Dephemerember, you are going to find 2 videos, one on my channel here and one on her channel, showing you different ideas for the prompts. And now, I'm a little bit afraid, but I want to spray Lost Shadow Oxide Spray to the page. And perhaps I should cover this up. Could be a good idea. So that I don't spritz through this page. Because I want to lighten up this background and I want to see the negative impressions of my flowers here. I'm holding this relatively far away so that I get this mist of the spray. And I'm pressing not too hard so that I don't get these round shapes from the spray. Good thing is we already have color on the flowers as well. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, it's not so visible. Here you can see it. Yeah. Nice. Really nice, Louise. That turned out not so nice. Yeah. If you want to see a better result of this idea, please watch my German video. There I had a way darker page and this effect turned out way better, but I think we can make this work anyway. I will think about the solution. I'm going to dry this and I'm talking to myself and I'm speaking this, you know, Tim Holtz mantra: you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So let's live with this. The goal was that the background gets more the color of the package, so lighter and this grayish thing. And at the same time, you can see through the oxide spray a little bit. I'm not so happy that you can't see the shapes of the flowers so well, but we will make that work somehow. Okay, do you know what? I have the wildflowers as stamps as well. So I'm just thinking, can we perhaps stamp here to get more of those shapes of the flowers around the pocket? But the question is, which color can we use for that? Oh, I also have the ink pad of Lost Shadow. Perhaps we can try that to stay in this grayish palette. Oh, that's not so bad. There is an even better solution for doing this, I guess. But for that, I need to dry this completely, because I just think, why don't we use Lost Shadow embossing glaze to emboss those flowers? I think that that could be the best solution. So here we go. And I think this is really an alternative to what I originally wanted to do. It looks a little bit different, but it's definitely the more controllable technique compared to the other one, what I've tried before. And now you can hopefully see that the pocket blends into the background way better than before. Since this is relatively fragile, and since I want to have this really as a window, I want to take some acetate. This is just from the package of my photo paper. And I want to go to my sewing machine now and sew this on here so that we have, you know, a window glass here in our window. I want this pocket to be open here. So I'm going to take some double-sided tape and put that here and here. And then I glue the pocket down. I also want to make these wildflowers part of my spaghetti box window. I've just placed them here to get an imagination of the color they need to get, because this color doesn't really help because we can't see them so well. And what to do if you can't imagine which color you shall use? Take something. Here it is. I just remembered that Barbara had sent this scrap here, which says December, and this is red. So I thought, if we can use this somehow, and this also helps me to get an imagination of how it would look if there was more red on the page. This is probably too big. So, and perhaps it's also not the right red yet. And I really would like to have that here. Let's see, can we perhaps... Yeah. What about a piece of this? Sand that a little bit as well. And then put that behind the December thing. And at the same time, I'm thinking about an embossing glaze, which I could use to change the red of this a little bit, because this is really not what I want to have in combination with the red on the printable. And what the heck am I thinking here, Louise? Holy cow, that can't work. What you are doing here can't really work. Oh my goodness. How shall that work? Of course, you have to emboss this piece first before you glue it down. Otherwise, the background would be red as well. Oh my goodness. And with doing this, I'm hoping that the color gets a bit more muted. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that in the camera so well. This is the red Barbara head on the piece, and now it's like this. In the camera, it's not such a big difference, to be honest, but I think that this matches the page way better than before. I really like these colors, but it looks so strange that it is. I don't like diagonal writing. I don't know. I think we should turn this into something like a banner or something. Yeah. Okay, so but then these flowers, shall we really make them red? Oh my goodness. I want to try it. I also want to have this here from the package, which says a sign of love. I want to have that there as a little like quote or something. So let's now make the journaling card, which shall go into this window pocket. And for that, I want to use this circle. So the circle shall later on, I mean in here, yeah, but it shall go onto the card like that, so that when the card is in there, it looks like Effie is not here, so just like this. And when I take it out, then Effie appears behind this. But at the same time, I want to be able to see these ornaments here from the die cutting. So I need a material which is transparent, which I can put in here. So I have chosen a piece of Duralar, which is normally meant to use with alcohol ink. So here we go. For the tab, I've also used one of these little thingies from the package. This one says always perfect. And I also went around the Duralar with my sewing machine so that we have a little frame around this transparent journaling card. So now we can put this in here, and now we can take the circle and find the right position to glue it down. And the problem is now that we already have the other acetate in here. But the solution is easy. That is one of the easiest solutions, I would say. So, I mean, for today. You can just take something to poke, mark the position of the circle here. You won't see these little holes later. Just go around this. And if you take this out now, you can exactly see this circle here. Then you can place this on here so that you can see through it, because that way you have the exact position, and then you can glue down the circle. Because this here, of course, I want this to be lined up with the pattern of the box. So I need to see through the material so that I'm able to follow this line and line this up really well. I also went around the circle with my sewing machine just to make it look a little bit more interesting. And now this should cover up Effie. And this is, you know. But when the journaling card is in here now, I would say we don't have a focal point here. So let's think about something. And I already have something in my mind because I have these little birdies here. And I thought, why don't we put such a bird to the journaling card? Let's then see if we did everything right and the bird is in the right position. Yay! It worked. Wonderful. Okay, okay, okay. So I think we need some splatters. What do you think? So when this is dry, it looks like this, and I'm really surprised that I'm happy with this page and with this window. I would have never expected that these colors would be my taste, but I really, really like this, and especially with these warm browns and yellows that come to your eye when you take the card out. Really, really cool. And I think this is also a nice alternative to like normal journaling cards. You can now take a pen which can be used to write on acetate. You know, you have to use the right pen to write on this here. And I think that's a cool thing. So this can go in here now so that this is finished now. So let's take our prompt list. Make a little cross here so that we then can do our last official prompt tomorrow, which is me and my crush. Make sure to don't miss that video, because tomorrow I'm also going to talk about the giveaway, the Dephemerember giveaway, and I hope that you could get some inspiration from this. If you want to share your own creations to social media, then please use the hashtag Dephemerember. You can find that here and also down below in the description box. And if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to watch Barbara's video to see a variation of today's prompt and another idea on how to make something for today's prompt. See you tomorrow and have a very, very great day. Effie wants to say goodbye, of course, as well. Bye-bye.